In the words of scientists, Katrina delivered just a glancing blow to New Orleans. But even a weak Category 3 storm was enough to overwhelm the city's flood protection system, which collapsed within several hours of Katrina making landfall in Louisiana. Katrina displaced more than 1 million people. That's more than were displaced by the Great Dust Bowl in the 1930s. It cost $135 billion, making it the most expensive disaster in U.S. history. There was some wind damage in New Orleans, but it was the collapse of the levees that caused 80% of New Orleans to flood. If not for the catastrophic collapse of the flood protection system, the media would have been reporting on a bit of roof damage in New Orleans. It was the flooding that followed the hurricane that caused the world to turn its attention to New Orleans and the disaster taking place there starting on August 29, 2005. Blaming nature for the flooding of 4/5 of New Orleans, many locals argue, was to absolve the federal government of responsibility for the city's near death. At least 2 federal judges added their voices to those making the man-made argument when they ruled in favor of homeowners and businesses suing the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, which had built the levees. People refer to Hurricane Katrina as an equal opportunity storm that hit the black and white community alike. But the truth is the flooding that followed Katrina hit the black parts of the city much harder than it hit the white parts. If you were a black homeowner, for instance, you were 4 times more likely to see your house flooded than if you were a white homeowner. New Orleans today is a very different city than it was before Katrina. Parts of the city look better than ever. There are more restaurants and music venues today than pre-Katrina, and the city is coursing with young energy. City leaders and others celebrate the Katrina miracle. But if so, it's a partial miracle. In parts of New Orleans, a full recovery is still a long way away, even 10 years after Katrina.